What's going on, everyone? Danny Vega here, also known as Danny V, and welcome back to the Danny Vega Show. If you guys thought my Encanto review was pretty rough, wait until you hear this one. By the way, quick shout out to every single person that commented that either agreed with me or disagreed with me on that Encanto review. Listen, I love you guys all. And for those of you that do comment on my video, from now on, I'm gonna make sure to give you guys a shout out. So don't forget to leave a comment below. All right, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so this review is only for hardcore fans of The Matrix only. The reason being is because if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you're gonna be all sorts of confused. Listen, this movie was absolute trash. And I know some people love it and some people hate it. And before you hit that dislike button and before you move on, give me a chance to explain, because like I said, if you're a hardcore fan, you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. I've watched Matrix 1, 2, 3, the Animatrix. I played the video games. I'm a die-hard Matrix lore fan. And me and my brother to this day dissect the original Matrix, and we have deep conversations about it, the whole shebang. And I'm telling you, this movie felt like it was 3 movies, a new trilogy, and just scrunched it into one big one, and it was just horrendous and fell apart. Before I break down of how it's 3 movies in one, let me just say this. The fact that it's so meta is out of control.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Even if the Wachowskis did not want to do a Matrix 4, the fact that they put that in there that, oh, we didn't want to do another one, but we're doing it because WB said so, and then if we didn't do it, then we were going to lose our contract anyway. Whether that's a joke or not, it's a hella like, pretty real. I'm pretty sure that's real. I don't know, man. If you're gonna do it, you might as well just do it like balls to the wall. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
It's man.
You should just go all out, man. I know people feel some sort of way about The Matrix 2 and 3, even though I like the full story, but that's not the point. The point is that you should have just went all out. It felt like amateur hour. You're watching these fight scenes that were absolutely horribly filmed. They could have edited and filmed in a certain way that if you don't have really good like fighters or stunt fighters on there, they're just actors, you can cut it in a way that actually makes it look good. This looked like these guys did not give a fuck about this movie at all whatsoever. It was kind of like just like the fact that you just gloss over everything that happened. Like, I had so many questions. Well, why did the machines get Neo and Trinity? Oh, well, they're the key and they're like super power source now. I'm like, okay, well, they have extra new holes. What about it? Nothing. Not only that, you gloss over what happened with Zion. Nothing. Barely anything. You just show the machines have like a little, okay, deep dive into that. Or what happened to Morpheus? You just gloss right over after that. How is Agent Smith still in this damn Matrix rewritten? And all of a sudden he's free again without Neo going in him or anything? Speaking of reskinning, easily in the movie, you had Keanu throughout the whole movie, but they showed you in the mirror what he really looks like. He looks like this old man. Why couldn't they just do that with Lawrence Fishburne and also with Hugo Weaving and all that other jazz? Why couldn't they do that? Answer me that.
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot that has not been answered, and this movie made me have more questions than answers. And the fact that half of this movie is just unplugging Neo to do the other half to zip by, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, that it should have been 3 movies, man. You could have easily done it. One line in the movie that could have been super, like, had massive amount of potential is that when they were like, well, it looks like that no one wants to get unplugged anymore, and you could just have done it of why this new Matrix that the machines made is even more intricate than before, and how it really, really blue pills people, not just Neo, everyone in there. And then not only that, they gloss over what happened to the Oracle. What happened to the architect? Is the architect still behind that? No. Neil Patrick Harris is. Okay, so how's he doing that? They just gloss over every single little detail. That's my absolute challenge. I feel like you had a solid cast. Well, not even lying. And oh my gosh, it just kills me, man. It kills me because, again, I love everything about The Matrix, especially that Keanu Reeves is such a great martial artist, and you can see that in John Wick. Oh my gosh, I just feel like it just had a lot of potential that did not live up to it. Okay, now let's full circle after all this ADHD of a mess.
Squirrel.
This is how you could have broke down this entire movie into 3 different movies, honestly. Could have been done really, really well. The fact that your first act of the movie, you introduce bugs, which everyone with politics, I don't give a shit. Bugs should have been the new main character. Honestly, she just should have. The fact that you're introducing her, but you have no idea who she is, there's no character development, there's no world building, was a horribly missed potential into a new trilogy. You could have had Bugs, you could have had her as the main character of a whole new team. They're in the Matrix and they're looking for somebody, kind of like how Neo was always looking for Morpheus. They're looking for somebody and they're like, oh, well, we gotta find this said person. Come to find out that that said person would be Neo at the end of that first movie. Because you can build a whole new team, fighting agents, fighting the new Morpheus AI or whatever. You can go through all that BS, have this grand story of world building for the first new team of the Matrix. And also you'll have fans like, wait, why are they back in the Matrix? Oh, well, we had to go back into the Matrix for this said person. Well, who the hell is this person? Ta-da, reveal that it's Neo. And then they finally unplug him at the end of part 1. Now you're at a cliffhanger for part 2. The second act of the movie is what part 2 could have been. You have Neo, he's unplugged. We have to find out, why did the machines save Neo? What are they using him for? And all this jazz. Then you build up the Neil Patrick Harris character that he's trying to be the new architect. Then you can go through the whole thing, what happened with Zion, why the machines are fighting each other. You can have an entire movie on that section and continue the world building there. Come to find out that Trinity is still alive and they needed her for X amount of reason. You can still have the BS reason that they're always interconnected, the whole nine, sure, whatever. Then the third movie should be, we have to get Trinity out, that she and Neo is the key for, let's say, a new revelation or whatever, to the second coming of, like, you know, Jesus. Honestly, even though they say it's not biblical, it's very, very, the Matrix is very, very similar to the Bible. And even though I'm not religious, I just grew up that way and I know a lot of it. You can do it like that, like the second coming of Neo, here he is. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Hey, I'm walking here. And that's it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer. I'm sorry to sound like I'm just nothing but a complaining little bitch right now. That's how much I love the movie and it just broke my heart.
You broke my heart.
Well, let me know what you think about The Matrix Resurrections down in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell button for more future videos. And yes, hit that little bell icon so you can know when all my videos are up. And also subscribing to my channel does really help out my channel and its growth. I love you. Be safe, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.